my wife says, oh, hey, your hair looks exactly the same. It's like, yeah, no haircut. This is terrible. This is not my routine. How are you tonight? Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna put that away. When the CEO class asked me if I would be the opening act, I said, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And they said, great, well, we're considering you along with other people. No, I'm doing this. And if you have a problem with that, I will fight anyone else that you have on the roster. And my weapon of choice is whipped cream. I'm here and they're not, so draw your own conclusions. Then I said, well, do you have any specific content that you want me to cover? And they said, no, you're an opener. Just do a routine. Do you have any routines? Do I have routines? Oh, yeah, I got routines. All right, so in the morning, my alarm goes off, and my morning routine, I snooze 3 times. And then after I snooze, by that time, my wife's irritated enough, and she's up out of the bed, which makes me able to get up out of bed because I can't get up until she gets up. Let me explain. She sleeps on the right side of the bed. That's the side I have to get up on. That way, I start my day off on the right foot. Exactly. Hey, you're with me. What's up? So after I'm out of bed, then I play a happy, peppy morning song because I, like to annoy everybody else in the house. So then while that's going, then I make my bed because I read a book once that you're supposed to make your bed every day. By read a book, I mean I saw the title of it, and then my wife thinks that's a good idea for me to make the bed every day. So that's what I do. So then once the bed is made, then I go downstairs and I have a glass of orange juice. Well, to be more precise, I have a 1 3/4 cups of orange juice. I was a math major and I like to be precise. So I have the first cup, I pour that. Then I pour a 1/2 cup because I like to divide things in half. And then I pour a 1/4 cup because I like to divide things in half again. Once I'm done with my 1 3/4 cup of orange juice, then I go back upstairs where I pray for the strength to get through the day because I'm out of bed. After that, then I shower, and then I get dressed, and if I'm not performing or if I'm not traveling, then I work from home. And so working from home, I need to look really good from the waist up. If I have a video conference, that's all they see. Pants optional. It's amazing how routines get in the way of everyday life when you're not at home. So I travel for my job, and as I'm going to my first non-at-home place, I realize how routine I really am. So I'm at O'Hare, which is a dumpster fire to begin with. So then I'm at O'Hare Airport, and I see my friend Adam, and I haven't seen Adam for a long time, and he travels for work as well. So I'm like, oh, this is sweet. So I start shouting, Adam, hey. And he doesn't turn around. Well, O'Hare's kind of loud, and he's also a little bit hard of hearing, so no big surprise there. So I start chasing him at O'Hare Airport. And I'm yelling, and there's another guy kind of in front of me, and he motions back. He's like, do you want me to get his attention? I said, yeah, actually, could you do that? So then he taps Adam on the shoulder. Adam turns around. Not Adam. After an involuntary 2-hour interview with the TSA, I made my flight. I was tired by the time I got to my hotel, so I had 2 beds at the hotel, put my suitcase on one, get in the other one, set the alarm, and that's it. I'm out. Alarm goes off the next morning, hit snooze 3 times, all is well. I go to get out of bed, and I smack my shin on the wall because the bed is so freaking close to the wall. What is the deal? I'm in the wrong bed. I can't get out. How am I supposed to start my day if I can't start it off on the right foot? This is serious business. I have a meeting that I have to go to. So I'm thinking, all right, CEO, entrepreneurial. I can be entrepreneurial. How do I fix this problem? And then monetize it. I hopped into the next bed, and then I got up. So now I'm on the floor. So this is good. I am painfully awake with my shin. I'm ready to do step number 2, which is to make the bed. I'm at a hotel. Do you make the bed at the hotel? You don't make you pay someone else to make the bed at the hotel. You purposefully have the privilege of not making the bed. But this is my routine. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I decide, you know what? I will unmake the bed that I should have slept in and then remake that one, and then there's still a bed that somebody else can make. Done. All right, so I'm on my way. It's time now to go downstairs. I'm in a hotel. There's no downstairs in my hotel room. I'm also not dressed to go downstairs, and after the unfortunate incident the day before with TSA, I'm really not in the mood to be interrogated about indecent exposure. I'm trying to decide what to do. I look in the mini fridge, because that's gonna help. There's nothing in there except the weird discolored ice that's been in there for 3 years. There's no orange juice. I don't know what to do. And I would pray, but it's not time yet. I'm getting later and later for my meeting. I need to just get ready. So, okay, forget it. I'm out of orange juice. I have to put on my big boy pants after I shower, and then go on my meeting. So I'm ready. Okay, fine. Things are going a little better. Then I'm looking for my glasses. Now, I am Mr. Magoo. If I don't have my glasses on, I cannot see anything. So I'm looking for my glasses. At home, I have a spot for them. This is the first time I've traveled. I don't have a routine for this yet. So I'm looking for my glasses all over the place, hit my head on the lamp. This is not going well. So I finally find my glasses. I'm not taking these suckers off ever again. So I put them on, put my shirt on overhead. It's going really well. The shirt has a button, but it's not unbuttoning. I'm just gonna put it on by force. I do that. There was just enough room to get the shirt on if I hadn't had my glasses on. Those went down on the floor onto the ceramic tile and were very, very crooked. Thankfully, the glass did not fall out, but they were, mangled. All right, so check the phone. There's an optometrist within walking distance of the hotel. I am saved. This is marvelous. It's Wednesday. They're closed on Wednesdays. Now when I travel, I have a travel routine. Travel routine includes putting the glasses wherever I know where they're going to be in a certain place. So when I wake up the next morning, I know where they are. It also includes getting the freaking orange juice before I go to bed. This last time I was traveling to North Carolina, there was a Denny's about half a block away from the hotel. I walked down there. I said, I would like a cup and 3/4 of orange juice, please. And I'm going to take this to go. Looked at me kind of funny, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. The next morning, alarm went off. Snooze 3 times. I was in the correct bed. I did not hit my shin. I got out on the floor. I made the bed because I don't really care. This is my routine. I'm going to do it my way. And then I go to the mini fridge, and there is the glorious orange juice, and this is a good day. Yes. All right. Here's a little bit of advice. If you are going to set a goal, set it really low. It's really good for a motivational speaker, right? Set it reasonable. Okay, who is still, I can't see any of you, so, it doesn't really matter. But raise your hands if you are still on track for your, house lights. If you're still on track with your 2020 New Year's resolution. Anybody on track still? Yeah, there's like 1.5 of you that are kind of going like this. Yeah, so the New Year's resolution wasn't to tell the truth. All right, so it's the middle of February. We're not doing New Year's resolutions anymore. You got to set a goal and you got to set it realistically. So I'm not going to improve my life. That's too high of a task. I'm not doing that. I decided that this year I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to make my wife happy. I'm going to go through my pile of papers. I'm going to set my New Year's resolution as sit in chair. There's a pile of papers on my chair because, my wife likes to have a neat house, and I don't like to go through things. So I have the pile on the chair, I move that to the side, and then I pull out my chair and I start to get to work. January 1st, I'm attacking that pile of papers. It takes me 7 minutes. I kid you not, 7 minutes. I threw everything away. I don't even know how long some of that stuff was sitting there, except I did find a planner from 2017. Super helpful. Everything is good. This is good. So January 2nd, I have a free chair. I'm doing my morning routine. I'm like, this is a new year. I'm putting on pants. I'm ready to go. I do my routine. I pull the chair out. You know what I did? I went to move the pile. Pile's not there. This is what I did. I missed my first conference call. At 10:30. My wife finally comes up because she doesn't hear any noise. And what's like office noise or phone calls. She said, what is going on? Being my wife, she knows what to do. She goes downstairs, she gets a cup and 3/4 of orange juice, and she comes and throws it in my face. Refreshed with vitamin C, I now know what I must do. I have to go through the motions. So I am still doing this every single day that I am home. I do my morning routine, and I do this. I pull my chair out. I move the non-existent pile. I do a squat. I put it down. At least I'm getting some exercise. At the end of the day, I reverse the process. Pick up the imaginary pile, put it on my chair. It's almost March, and I'm still doing this, people. This is ridiculous. But these glutes are rocking it. Along with traveling, you have to look good. If you're having a video conference at home, you're on somebody's camera, it's small. I mean, if your hair is washed, you're above average. I mean, let's be real. So but when traveling, you want to look nice. So I have a travel routine, and part of that includes getting my hair cut every 6 weeks. It took me 39 years to figure out who to cut my hair. I know some of you are freaking out. I have a baby face. It's okay. It's going to be all right. 39 years. So I finally figured out, you ask someone who has good hair. I found a friend with good hair, asked him, where do you go? He told me, he said, a really good place, guy does really well, but it's a little sketchy, I just want to warn you. Like it's a barber shop, it's a little sketchy. Okay, but he does your hair, this is good? So okay, all right, I'll try it. So I go, and yeah, the place is a dive. It's actually where you get tattoos, and they also happen to cut hair. So I walk in, and it's like, how may I help you? Like, not with a needle. May I just get a haircut? So sit down, and seriously, best haircut I've ever gotten. Phenomenal. Schedule 6 weeks. I'm feeling good. Serendipity. 6 weeks was yesterday. I have this tonight. I'm going to look so good. Do you like my hair? Right? Good hair? Yeah? No, don't do that. Don't polite applause. This is terrible. I didn't get my hair cut yesterday. This is what happens. So I go in, and I won't say his name. Haircut guy wasn't there. I go in, and a guy that I don't recognize and said, oh, how may I help you? And I was like, I'm just here for a haircut. I know that there's the tattoo place and the odd room in the back that I don't know what's going on, don't want to know. And then, haircut place, but yeah, so he says, oh, well, he's not here anymore. I had to fire him. I was like, you fired my haircut guy? It took me 39 years to find haircut guy. Give me his address. Come on. And if anybody cuts hair, especially well, believe me, this is hard to find. But this is a tattoo place where they also cut hair. Like, what is the bar that you have to hit in order to get fired from your job? Oh my gosh, haircut guy, you're letting me down. This is terrible. So I come home after no haircut, and my wife says, oh, hey, your hair looks exactly the same. It's like, yeah, no haircut. This is terrible. This is not my routine. All right. So one more routine for you. And this is not anything about my habits that you don't care anything about. But if I ever get lucky enough to audition, not just for a game show, which was a blast, by the way. Wheel of Fortune, really, I was telling somebody earlier, really fun to audition for. I didn't actually get on, it's just a massive cattle call, and I wasn't called. But the last puzzle, I had to just stop. They say, don't shout out the answer if you know it. All right, it's a place. 3 letters, 5 letters, 5 letters. You got it? Place. 3 letters, 5 letters, 5 letters. Anybody know? Yeah, it's the Ivory Coast. I'm sitting next to my friend. I say, it's the Ivory Coast. He's, what? It's the Ivory Coast. The puzzle is the Ivory Coast. So they're calling letters. They have the Vory Oast. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at a map. So I didn't get on Wheel of Fortune, which is probably for the best. But one of these days I'm going to audition for America's Got Talent or American Idol or one of the singing shows. And the song that I want to do is Bring Him Home from Les Mis. Anybody familiar with Les Mis? Cheap applause line, like 2 people? No? Okay. All right. So nobody knows Les Mis. This is going to go real well. So Jean Valjean is the character that sings this. He's praying because his adopted daughter has fallen in love with this guy who's in like the 16th French Revolution and probably going to die. So he's praying. This is the song. So we're going to bring him home. All right. So hang on a second. Got to be prepared. All right. Okay, got it. God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. You weren't sure what to expect, were you? He's like the son I might have known if God had granted me a son, which is really awkward because he's sitting right over there. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and on. And I am old and will be gone. My wife hates the old man voice. Love you, honey. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young. No, I am supposed to say that again. He is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him
Hey, Dan. Okay. Before you head off stage, the CEO class would like to give you one gift before you leave.
Oh, sweet. All right. All right, let me have it. Oh, no. I can't find my glasses!